One of the things I need to do, which I've always promised and said I would do, but I haven't followed through, many things to add to a list of the things that I've talked about and I never followed through though. I know, don't remind me. But one of the things I love about Brendan is his lies. I love the lie. I think because I've grown up with so many liars. Like I keep telling you guys the stories of like, I grew up with guys in my area like that would lie about like the video game consoles they had and like bikes and like girls they've been with and like holidays and trainers and just the dumbest shit. Like I grew up with some real losers. I think that's why like in general in my life, especially like normally, I try not to lie. Like I try to be like the most like authentic, like for like, you know, it kind of doesn't do me favors, but I try and be like my truest self as I can. But I think because I've grown up with so many liars, so many embellishers, it just makes me laugh when I see someone like this, especially in an older age, you know? Like what how old is fucking Brendan? 45 or something? It's kind of wild to see how much he lies. Like, and it's stuff, it's like, I look back at those friends I grew up with, right? Like the guys in my school who used to lie about girls they hooked up with. Pathetic, really losery, right? Like there's nothing more lame than a guy that lies on girls they've been with or not. But you can kind of understand why you did it, right? You're a kid, you're in school, you want to impress your other guy friends. For some reason too, at that kind of age, and you're like, what, in high school, for some reason, I don't know, well, we all kind of do it. Like you're trying to weirdly enough, you're not really in it for the girls. You're kind of in it to like impress your friends. Weirdly, I don't know why we do that. Like when you get older, obviously it changes, but you start to actually appreciate women and shit. But when you're younger, you kind of like do stuff with girls. Like, it's the whole like, you know, analogy of like, oh, smell my finger. So I kind of get it when you're that age. Cool, let's lie about hood girls, right? Or you're the kid at school that hasn't got any money. Like your parents are broke, and you want to lie about, you know, having all the fucking, having the PS5 and the Xbox and the this and the that. I get it, right? You don't want to be left out. You want to fucking feel like you're included. You want to kind of, you know, not accept the reality of your actual situation. I get it. But when you're 45 plus with like 2-3 kids and a wife and shit, and for Brendan, he's somewhat accomplished. Yes, you know, he's very redacted and shit. In some respects, very undeserving of the position that he has, but he still is very accomplished. Like he's done some decent stuff in his career. So the fact that he still needs to lie is just so funny because it's such a window into his insecurity. It's such a window into like his insecurity and just how maybe low he thinks of himself. Actually, he probably thinks of himself worse than a lot of homeless cats, weirdly enough, because these lies are crazy. And this is my favorite recent lie. So in the past, obviously you guys know how he was like going on with the UFC White House. I still don't really understand why that, what that was all about, by the way.
You have a gun?
Yo, pick up.
Nah bro, lying is horrible. You can't believe anything Bappa says.
Yeah.
That's a bad reputation to have, man.
I think it's, I was going to talk about this a little bit. I was going to talk about a little bit about this on Taz. Another topic I need to talk about on Taz. But there's this video going around of like Kevin Hart, right, promoting a movie. I'll just give you a quick little snapshot of this. There's a video going around of Kevin Hart promoting some sort of movie. I don't know what movie he's in. Don't ask me what he's doing. But Kevin Hart is doing a lot of these press runs, and he's doing it with this guy, with this one guy. He's like a comedian. I think he's got like an Italian name, and like they're having some real good like funny banter on like interviews, right? Going back and forth. I forgot the guy's name, but he's, you know, he's like ripping into Kevin Hart. And one of his running gags is he keeps trolling Kevin, or keeps dissing him, keeps like, you know, mocking him, because Kevin Hart has this, you know, never ending kind of desire, right? He's got this fire burning to become a billionaire. That's the one thing that kind of drives him. I want to be a billionaire. And I was thinking the other day, because like I think there's a clip of Bobby Lee doing the same thing, right? Bobby Lee and Andrew Santino kind of mocking or questioning why Thingy Majiggy, what's his name? The guy from Club Shay Shay, why he wants to become a billionaire too. And Bobby Lee's, you know, I think accurately saying, hey, why would you want to become a billionaire, man? It's so stressful. It's not what I mean. It's not really going to change your life, really. If you're already a multi-millionaire, what's a billion really gonna do? Like, you know, whatever. Just some logical things that he's talking about. But I was thinking about those two clips. I thought to myself, I think people don't really understand when people have that kind of desire to be a billionaire, because I think it comes mostly from having gone through abject poverty. When you've gone through abject poverty, like real poverty, like from the time, like I said to you, like I've lived in a house where like legitimately we had no electricity. We had to do our homework by fucking candlelight. Do you know what I mean? Like no power for like a week because no one had any money. Like, do you know what I mean? Like actual real fucking poverty. You're always getting free school meals. You're getting fucking hand-me-down clothes. You never buy anything new. Everything is always secondhand. Car boot sales are like a fucking lifesaver. You know what I mean? Like you're really struggling. When you've gone through that, you don't want to ever go through it again. Like, because there's even, you even see it with sports players a lot. Like with athletes, especially African-American athletes in America. When African-American athletes make it in America, what's the first thing they do? They buy massive kitchens. You know, massive houses with massive kitchens, and they stock up all the shelves of like all the treats they were never able to afford when they were a kid. Whole cupboard full of Nutella, whole cupboards full of fucking Rice Krispies, like stupid shit that you'll be like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, because that kind of stuff is kind of traumatic. When you're growing up and everyone's eating Rice Krispies and you have to, you know, everyone's eating like Kellogg's cornflakes, right? Or whatever, or Frosted Flakes, and you have to buy like the Safeway version. I remember that's what I used to do. Like we never got the Kellogg's branded. We had to get like the Aldi like Safeway version where you poured milk onto it and it just like it melted, you know? Disgusting, like, you know what I mean? So I think when you're that level, all this to say, when you grow up that poor, lying becomes like a way to cope with your circumstances. So yes, I agree with you, Casual. A long-winded way to say lying is bad. But I think when you've grown up in really bad circumstances, lying becomes a way for you to kind of deal with your present situation so you don't fucking go crazy because it's so bad. It's so shitty, you know? So yeah, I'm not excusing his lying, but I'm excusing the lying that I know some of my people that I grew up with did. I never did it personally because I don't have, like, I'm a bit weird in that way. Like, I don't like to lie to myself. Because if I lie to myself and it's not my reality, I'm going to get sad. You know, it's going to fuck up my brain. So I never would lie and say, oh, I had the PlayStation when I didn't have it. I'd wait until I got it. And then even if I got it late when everyone else moved on, I'm happy that I've got it now. I can say that I've got it. I'm never going to lie and do it. Do you know what I mean? Which is why I really don't even believe in the fake it till you make it thing. I kind of believe just try and make it. But I don't believe in the fake it till you make it because, like, if your reality isn't that, it's like, it's a bit hard to kind of deal with. But anyways, let's get back to the video. Brendan lying about the belt. This is one of my favorite recent lies. I love this lie. It's so fucking stupid. It's so dumb. It doesn't make any sense because he told us on the pod already. Like I said, he records content. He records so much fucking slop. So much slop that he records. He's like a slop fucking factory. How he doesn't remember the things he says is fucking crazy. But he tried to insinuate in this interview that he kind of got gifted a UFC belt. A UFC White House belt. I don't know why he's lying like this, but you know, Brendan always gonna do what Brendan does. So someone put this compilation together. Bigger the person on the TFATK Reddit for putting together these compilation of clips where the first clip is Brendan lying about or insinuating kind of that he got sent a belt. He doesn't outright say that UFC sent him the belt, but he also makes it seem like they did. You know.
Out of the park. Salute to Dana for pulling off. Trump having the balls to let, you know, take all the bullshit that he had to deal with. Greatest thing I've ever witnessed. I have a White House belt. They sent me a UFC 250 White House belt that I have on my in my studio.
Hear that? They sent me. Hear that? They sent me. They sent me. He bought it, by the way. He bought it. It was part of the merch that they did. UFC White House card. They were selling fucking replica belts. I think that belt was like £1,000 something, right? He was talking about it on the fucking on the Thick Boy show. He was talking about it on the show, like him and Chino talking about, oh, did you get the tracking? Has it come? Da 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 da. And now he's trying to insinuate like they sent it to him.
They sent me a UFC 250 White House belt. They sent me a UFC 250 White House belt. They sent me a UFC 250 White House belt. They sent me a UFC. They sent me a UFC 2. They sent me a UFC. They sent me a UFC.
They sent me a UFC White House belt. They. Come on, man. This guy, you bought it with your own money. What the fuck's wrong with you?
UFC 250 White House belt that I have on my in my studio.
That's awesome.
So to me, greatest sporting event to ever happen.
UFC have officially dropped the UFC Freedom 250 title belt limited edition on UFC Schaub.
I'm not gonna lie. But Brendan's not really a normal. He's not really. Brendan's not really a normal athlete. Brendan's not really a normal athlete. Brendan's not really a normal athlete. Like most normal professional athletes wouldn't do. Even normal professional athletes who are now pundits wouldn't. This makes more sense if you're Ariel Helwani, if you're Luke Thomas. You know what I mean? MMA guru. Like I don't know. Like of a single. I'd like to hear. I don't think there's a single ex UFC fighter that bought this belt to hang in their studio. I don't think there's a single one. Unless maybe they did get sent it by the UFC, right? Maybe the UFC sent some of these belts to some people, maybe. But I don't think you can find a single ex-UFC professional fighter who now does media on their own channel or whatever that bought this belt to put in their studio. I don't think they would ever do. It's not something of an actual athlete would ever do. Like, what the fuck is that? A replica belt for a fucking card that you was never involved. Like, what? Huh? A replica belt of a fight card that you weren't involved in. Why? You might as, like, you know what, you know what? If you wanted to be like, oh, let me have like a prop from the UFC in your background, right? Because imagine you just want a background. You know how some people have those shelves of like the squares, like how Hassan Piker has like a shelf, right? And you just want to put different things in the fucking boxes. I could understand if you got like a BMF belt. I can understand that. I think a BMF belt would make more sense. It's still a bit corny, but I think if you wanted to like have like a belt to kind of, I don't know, just to kind of signal that you're a UFC person and you like to, I don't know, whatever in the background, the BMF belt would make way more sense. But this, it's weird. But he was really weird with this anyway. We still have never got to the bottom of it, but he was really strange with this whole UFC White House card. He made it his whole personality. He turned into fucking, I don't know, Captain America. Like, it was so bizarre. Every week it's gonna be he started off saying it was gonna be shit, right? He started off saying that the fucking Netflix card was gonna be better than this. Then all of a sudden he made this weird pivot where like, oh my god, the UFC, oh, it's America's birthday. Like, he was wanking and coming in his pants every day. Like, it was so bizarre the way he was just like, he was more enthusiastic about it than fucking Dana White. It was like, ugh, like, put your fucking tongue back in your mouth, man. Like, relax. It's an alright, like, you know, production wise, I get it. They get like,
up, and they want $1,500 for it. Though I'm not gonna crazy. And it doesn't ship till
how much is it? How much is it? How much they want for it? It was 1,500. Oof.
And it doesn't ship till July 10th, 2026. I think this was a huge mistake. Why not just have it shipped July 4th? That would be even better, in my opinion, at least. But yeah,
that'd be scary. Now, I did get a UFC Freedom belt too.
I don't know if it's going to be here.
Bro, it says July 14th.
Oh, there you go.
I need it for this damn event, UFC. Come on, baby.
Patrick Martinez says,
I did get, see, he makes it seem like he bought the belt. And before, there's another clip actually, I don't think they included in it, but he outright says he bought the fucking belt. So yeah, he bought the belt from the fucking UFC store. That is fine, but like, come on, man. I bet you as well use his name. I bet you put his whole name on there, Brendan Schwartz. I bet he thought they're gonna send him free shit. I bet he put his whole fucking name on there. In the notes, he put like hashtag TFATK. I bet you in the customer notes he wrote Joe Rogan's friend, former UFC top 10 heavyweight. Like, I bet you. Just in case fucking Dana was like picking and packing the I bet he wrote something like that in the, honestly, I could see Brendan doing that. You know, every like online order has like the little box, your notes and shit. Anything we should know? Hi, this is Brendan Schwartz, SHAB.
We get Justin sign the new Freedom belt when it comes in. I would love that if it freaking comes in.
Pause. Oh, yo, big up! I saw some. Big up! Someone on stream chat here. What you guys saying here, Diana? Those kids raised the most fraudulent airhead people. Yep, true. Big up Asylum C. He's still talking like White House card is crazy. Exactly. Yep. Oh man, honestly, I love Brendan, man. Honestly, I love Brendan. I fucking love him. What you guys saying here? Actually, I saw a comment here earlier. What I see? What are you guys saying here? Yo, big up Fish Wonder. He really thought Dana was going to be impressed and drop the grudge. Yep. Replica belt for an event he didn't even. There we go. Big up Diana and the stream tattoo. Big up Diana. That's actually a good point. If he would have at the end of the day, he's not really he's not like us with merch. Let's be honest, right? Brendan's a bit of a special case when it comes to merch. Brendan's a bit of an odd guy. Right? He buys merch of teams he doesn't support. He buys merch from every fucking team. He supports I don't know how many teams he follows, like more than 20, right? He's not really a normal sports fan. So he just likes sports merch. He just likes to he loves to display to people that he likes to do sports or watch sports or he's into sports. So fair enough. If you would have went to the event, cool, man. No problem. It's merch, innit? You want to buy a t-shirt, hat, whatever, you're there. I get it. So the belt would have made more sense if you actually went. He didn't even go. He didn't even fucking go. You probably couldn't have gone, don't get me wrong, but still, it's like, ugh. And now you're pretending like they sent it to you. Ugh. It's actually way cooler in a way if you just said you bought it. Like, why? Like, I don't know. You want to be patriotic. You want to fucking lean into your right wing grift. Okay, cool, no worries. But now pretending like Dana's your